Nice gain of 25 yards. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 6 of 7 now on this drive. On 1st down, Wentz. Flushed out right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Into the red zone, Wentz. And he rifles one incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. 2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Shotgun now for Wentz. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
And the kick by Elliott is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So,
well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
They'll run the dark one. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Goff. Being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. 14. 14. Go, 12. Go.
Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Goff. And complete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining.
Super. Tiger.
Third and 2, gone. He's going to take a shot for the end zone, and that's going to wind up incomplete. Now, so instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles defense able to hold. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices when we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Now he'll escape to his left. Trying for the tight end. Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
After the interception, here's Goff. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. That'll bring up second down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Off play action. Here's Goff. Looking deep for Hilton. So they took a shot there on 3rd down. Couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to the booth right after this. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Starting left here. 5.
Play action. It's gone. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. But it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Wentz now on 1st down. Escaping, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Terrell Basham in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Wentz to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And that is incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows a coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, Will. Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Michael Bannon in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From the end zone, Goff. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
From his end zone, Goff on 3rd and long. Looking deep for Gabriel. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And the return will stop right around the 25. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Throwing his Wentz. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the All-Pro, Navarro Bowman. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And oh, it's his safety. Goff got buried in the end zone. He couldn't get rid of it. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Wentz now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Marcel Darius. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. And the pressure gets to him again. Justin Houston in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. From the gun, it's Wentz. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
It's fielded at the 45. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Here's Darkwa. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another first down with that run.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
All right. Come on now. Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Here we go. 4 down.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He'll buy some time right. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun. Goff. Left side complete. Safarian Jenkins. And down inside the 15 he goes. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Mike Bennett, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. A shotgun snap for Goff. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And it bangs off the right upright. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
On the carry, here's Clement. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end over the middle. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Wentz now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
They'll run again with Clement. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 81, 81.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Steps away to his left. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the All-Pro, Navarro Bowman. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. T.Y. Hilton with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's set.
Let's go.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And it's complete to Jeffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An Eagle first down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. Now he's flushed out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here. Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. The mechanics are off, not accurate.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro, Navarro Bowman. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Here we go. 17. Super 1.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Safarian Jenkins has it. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Finding Gabriel complete. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Goff now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Brandon Graham in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
17. 17. Start left here.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And the return will stop right around the 25. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play. On play action, it's Wentz sliding out of the pocket. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the 1st down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push. And what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
A run, it's Clement. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Run, run.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. Now Wentz. Dancing to his left. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I'm not going to say offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. That good for 19 and a 1st down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
2 for 66.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Nigel Bradham brings him down. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
Whirling. 5, 11.
He'll look to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headline. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. The Jaguars on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Brandon Graham in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Michael Bannon in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Clement. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. This is Clement. And he's got some space here. And he's into the clear. Past the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Goff again. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope. No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Philadelphia, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, the perfect season was apparently not meant to be as they drop to 7-1. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say cheerio from London.